I'm going to show you how to construct a parallelogram in Geogebra. We cannot use the polygon tool for a parallelogram because we need to make sure that the definition of a parallelogram holds true in the construction. And the definition of a parallelogram is that both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. So we have to make sure we have parallel lines. So to do this, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to construct 2 points. Doesn't really matter where they are. And then I'm going to construct a line between those 2 points. This is the line tool here. So I'm going to construct a line between those 2 points. So that's going to be one side of my parallelogram. So now I need a line that's going to be parallel to line AB. But in order to get a parallel line, I need another point first. So I'm going to put a point down here, point C. And then, like I just mentioned, I'm going to do a parallel line through point C to line AB. This is the parallel line tool under construct. So I'm going to click on this. Then I'm going to click on the line AB, not the point. And then I'm going to click on point C. So now if I were to drag point A or B or C, these lines stay parallel no matter where I drag them. So I have 2 sides of my parallelogram. Now I need the other 2 sides. So what I can do now is I can construct a line between points A and C. Get my line tool, click on A, and then I click on C. So now I need another line parallel to AC through point B. So I have to use the parallel line tool. I want it to go through point B and I want it to be parallel to AC. So I'm going to click on my parallel line tool. I'm going to click on line AC, and then I'm going to click on line B. And so there is my parallelogram. Now I need to go ahead and show where that 4th point is. I'm going to click on the point tool, and then I'm going to make sure my hand gets right on that intersection of the parallel lines. Or actually not, those are not parallel, sorry, of the 2 other sides of the parallelogram. So now, again, when I drag any of these points, it stays a parallelogram. Now, if I click on point D, you'll notice it stays fixed, and that's okay. But A, B, and C should be movable, okay? And so now what I can do, if you want to, is you could construct the parallelogram using the segment tool here. So I can click on segment, and I can go from A to B, and then I can go from B to D, from D to C, and from C to A. And so now what I could do is I could click on my show hide option under edit. I can click on that, and then I can click on all of these lines and make them hidden so that I have kind of a clearer space to work with. Once I've clicked on those lines, I just click back on my arrow tool, my move tool. And again, I still can move these points, okay, because they're still on a line. I just hid the line. So that's how you construct a parallelogram, and then you'll be able to answer the questions from there. The only other thing I need to show you how to do is to find the slope, because you may or may not need to do that. So the slope tool is right here under measure. So if I want to find the slope of line AC, I just click on line AC, and my slope is -1.4. If I click on line AB, the slope is 0. So when I click back on my move tool, again, if I move these points, you can see that the slope is changing. Okay, so that's how you do that.